Hello, how is it going? So, tonight I wanted to chat about these power cords I just bought. They are called, let's see if they zoom in there nicely. They're called Ripcords. And yeah, so I got, what they do is they're kind of like a USB dongle that can plug into, for example, a power bank like this one. This is just your regular old $20 Canadian 5200 milliamp hour power array USB power bank. So what they can do is plug into this and provide power to instruments. So example, this 9V 9 voltage one was for the Volca sample, and this 12-volt one is for the Novation circuit. And just be careful when you buy these. If you're looking to get these for your gear, just make sure you buy the right ones, the right voltage, and also I think the right polarity. You can look down below. I think this shows like the shell of the adapter is going to be negative going in, and then the inner prong will be positive going in. Sorry, electricians or and electrical engineers out there, how badly I massacred that. But that's the pattern you're going to want to look out for, is the voltage, and then that little polarity pattern down below to make sure if you buy the wrong polarity, it could fry your gear. Anywho, let's take a look what we got here. So let's see if it works, like I said. And let's go maybe through what I'm expecting to get out of this too. So reason I bought this is I'm trying to set up a mobile rig kind of with these two guys. And there's a couple ways to power them. They can be powered by, the wall sockets. They can be powered by batteries internally. Now, I didn't want to go the rechargeable battery route because I actually don't have any right now. And I've bought them before. You lose the rechargeable batteries, or they get wrecked, or you lose the adapter, and that's how I tend to go with them. So I didn't want to go that route again. And then the other way you can go is they can be charged by rechargeable batteries. They can be recharged by disposable batteries. But I was looking to buy 48 batteries or whatever, so I'd have a good supply of them, and it was not going to cost me much less than buying these cables. These cables cost me, I think, around 55 Canadian dollars for the two of them together, tax and shipping. So not terrible. It's a little expensive for cables, but compared to that, for $40, I think it was like for 48 batteries, or maybe even more than that. But the problem with batteries is, my kids will have the toys, so I'll buy a good supply. But when we have a lot of batteries around the house, it's easy to just keep plopping them into things without thinking twice. And I don't feel like I'm going to go through a lot of batteries. Anyway, and then it's nice for the environment too. Enough of me gabbing about my battery habits. So to be practical, just so we know here, MA is a milliampere and MAH is a milliamp hour. So from what I could determine, Volcas draw around 300 milliamperes, and so for example, if this battery isn't 3,000 milliamp hour or milliamp hours, but if you had a 3,000 milliamp hour battery, that draw would take around 10 hours to drain the battery. From what I could determine for the circuit, its max draw is 600 milliamperes, and so therefore, the same logic, a 3,000 milliamp hour battery would last you around 5 hours on that draw. So I thought I had a 5,500 milliampere battery, but it's a 5,200 hours, 5,200 milliampere hour battery. But both are drawing around 900 milliamperes. So you divide your battery by that total. It's around 6 hours of runtime I can get on that sucker. So, the crud. Where's all this crud coming from? All right. Let's see if it works. Let's plug in this USB stick. Plug in this other USB stick. Oh, didn't get the right way. That's what I'm doing. So we're plugged in now. Let's see if the sample turns on. Turns on. Let's see if the circuit turns on. Let's make sure I'm recording here. I am. Perfect. So it's a little bit That's the one thing I find is I'm hearing a bit more background noise off of this than I would through the wall or through regular batteries. So I'm thinking if I'm playing like for this setup, I'm like thinking it'd be fun to chuck in the car, and if I just because the one thing that lockdown and has been is that if I ever want to play music, it's like in my basement, and that's where I'm working to, and I don't really. If I want to just get out of the house and play and get this is a way I could do it. I could chuck it in the suitcase and just go and run off a battery for a couple hours or an hour and come back with some sanity. So. That's the thinking about it. Or if I go on a trip or anything, I can bring this all easy to pack, or if whatever. You get the idea. So let's see. Does it work? Yeah. Does the sample work? So there you go. That's about it. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do an experiment to see how well my math works here. I'll charge this battery back up, and I'll just run these two with a loop going, and just see how long it actually takes to drain the battery. There you have it. About 4 hours on this thing. Now, I was a complete idiot. Let's see how much is left on it. We got about half a battery left. Now, I was expecting more than that to drain, but I was an idiot because when I was running the example, I actually had batteries in the Volca sample. And so I'm not sure if it was drawing power from the battery pack or the batteries within it. But I did take the batteries out, and it does run with batteries. So just to prove it to you, to be sure, let's give it a quick test. It should work. And I checked the circuit. There was no batteries in the circuit, so it was just the sample. And you can see it works. And there's enough juice in here to run them both. Interesting. So that's one thing I noticed is when you plug something new into the battery pack, if you have something turned on, it will turn off the other one. So you kind of got to hook them both up before you turn them on. And where's the power button on this sucker? Right here. There you go. So, not bad for does the trick, does the work, and it's going to last me at least a number of hours. So I'm pretty happy with that on a small little battery like this. A couple hours to run these guys is all I need. And there you go. So hopefully that you found that useful, and these are not a bad idea if you looking to run these guys off of USB power. Anyways, hope that helps. Take care, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks now. Bye.